Hello, 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 and welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. I'm here literally every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. We have got epic troll slayers who have kept us safe for years. Thank you. And we have got a fantastic community because you have been so kind to each other and so kind to me. Thank you. And if you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go, so you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on a higher speed or whatever works for you. We've got so much to cover. There are 18 questions. I can't save. There's so much in the description box. I can't save it. So we've got a lot to cover. This evening, it's Saturday, and last week's Patreon social it's usually the last Saturday of every month, but I couldn't be there last week because of I had to take Bailey to the vet emergency. But so I've been trying to, I think I'm going to do it this evening. I think it's tonight, 7 p.m. Central. Links in the description. I don't have expensive tiers, and you can come on the screen with me and others and talk directly to each other and to me. So there's all of that. The reason I've been a little bit hesitant is because of the weather. Rob, thank you. Rob gifted 5 memberships to random people in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I'm glad you liked the overlay. I thought it was a lot of fun. Yeah, the weather. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad you like the sweater. Melissa says, I have a similar one, but my daughter took it. Okay, I'm under a winter weather advisory. But currently it's saying not until tonight at midnight. So I was worried about it hitting early and may having to cancel again, but fingers crossed, this evening at 7, we should be okay. All right, and that's from 7, usually lasts till about 8:30. But yeah, you can talk directly. I have a whole bunch of people on screen with me, or you can stay in the chat, whatever works. All right, let's, absolutely, Mary, you are listed first. So a request before we get into the questions from Mayor. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mayor. Happy birthday to you and many more. Happy birthday, Mayor. Happy birthday. And just so everybody knows, I'm more than willing to sing happy birthday to you on your birthday. But all I ask is that you give me a real name. I need a real first name because I'm not singing to user 83697. Anyway, all right, let's jump into the questions at 3 minutes, 45 seconds. Oh boy. Make it 3:50. Okay. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, now, I was afraid this was canon in Florida, but it's not. A federal judge has ordered the release of previously sealed grand jury transcripts connected to Jeffrey Epstein's 2006 Florida case, rejecting arguments from Trump-era DOJ officials who tried to block disclosure. So, are these transcripts going to reveal anything new, or is there somebody who should be worried? Yes, Louis. Popcorn. Yes. So, federal judge has ordered the release of previously sealed grand jury transcripts connected to Jeffrey Epstein's 2006 Florida case. And of course, Trump-era DOJ officials have tried to block disclosure. Of course. Thank you. Yes, precious one. Good Al. Good Alfie. Ew, gross. Ick. Blah, 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 blah. Thaddeus, hello. Greetings, peace, and blessings to all. Absolutely. Let's see here. Using the Housewives Tarot deck today. And if you're wondering, oh, thank you, Rob. That's going to hurt. Oh, the release? Gosh, I hope so. I hope it hurts people the men who were involved in this. Dave says there's nothing new, only the confirmation of a crime. True. The four wagging tails is that saying, just curious, will the DOJ try to redact the transcripts before releasing them? Well, it's a I don't know, it's a federal judge. If you're wondering why Alfie is crying in the background, considering he just ate, and I am thinking that one, he has the zoomies, and two, somebody has a door closed downstairs. If you're thinking that he is an abused soul, I think everyone here can probably attest to the fact that these cats are spoiled exactly the way they should be. Anyway, yes, I'm being summoned. DL rub his belly. Oh no, he hates that. oh, no, okay. Anyway, this has been quiet for a long time. Quiet as a tomb. Nothing's been going on with this for a long time. Page of Pentacles. Well, there's definitely information that's been organized, and it's painful. Star, King of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. Well, I don't have an ace card, so I don't know about something new, but there's some hope here. And there's definitely, I wonder if there's financial information. There's something there. Like I said, I'm not getting tower, wild revelation, but there's definitely important stuff there. We'll take it. Oh, I'm sorry your pup is barking at Alfie's meowing pansy. Sorry. Yeah, Alfie was an F. Oh. Iron Cauldron Tarot says, I don't think Alfie is being put upon terribly. Poor little thing. And Dorinda is asking, how is the sentry cat supposed to keep an eye on things if doors are closed? Asking for a cat. Exactly. All right. So, ick. Energy's so gross. So gross. It's like slime dripping down my back. It's just nasty. Oh. Don't get your hopes up too high, but we've got this is good. Page of Swords, Five of Wands, Temperance. Well, they might try something, but I've got Temperance right here. And that's so don't get your hopes up, but also this is pretty straightforward. So they may try some shenanigans, but no, I've got things moving roughly in the right direction. So, okay. Oh, Canada Proud. I'm glad your hubby's okay. He says, I know you saw the pictures of his house. This man was the worst. Absolutely. And Dave, yes, Alfie usually is quiet. Okay, so 9 minutes, 50 seconds in. Oh, precious, precious, precious. MTG shares that President Dumpster Fire told her releasing the Epstein files would hurt people. Like you, I imagine. Greene says Trump was furious after she signed a discharge petition to force the release, called her a traitor, and later announced her resignation amid threats and backlash. I've said it before. I'll say it again. All you have to do is get around President Dumpster Fire. He's got a button. You just push the button. You just Epstein, and he turns into a one of those tube men, fan-powered tube men that flails around outside of car dealerships. Epstein, he's all upset. He's angry. You're still talking about that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Did you see Young Frankenstein? And, you only had to say Frau Blucher, and the horses would, that's kind of the same thing. Same thing. Okay. Pam says, like, those files didn't hurt those little girls. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. See, and I will, if you are around teenagers as an adult and you don't go into mother, father, aunt, or uncle mode or some variation of that, there is something wrong with you. Just saying. Okay. There's definitely worry. All right, he's been trying to put this off. He has been trying to hide this from the cult. But these are choices, legal choices, and a lot of worry. Even grandma's going to come after you. It's put the candle back. Put the candle back. Yes, indeed. Trump thought with his victory, everything was done. He was getting away with everything. But there's the chariot is right here. There, DOJ has until December 19th to release the Epstein files that were demanded several weeks ago. 8 of Wands. And he's going to throw everything at it that he can to try and get things in the way. There's a lot of worry here. A lot of worry. And this story is not going away. He may be hoping it goes away. People stop talking about it for a few days here and there, but I do not have this story going away. Yeah. Cindy says MTG still hasn't read the names on the congressional floor like she said she would. Oh, you mean Marjorie Taylor Greene is untrustworthy? No. Lisa says, isn't December 19th powerful astrology? I believe so. Isn't Neptune going direct this month? Actually, Neptune's going direct on Wednesday, the 10th. Oh, so we just have to wait for it to go. It's back in Pisces, and Neptune being in its home sign of Pisces while Trump was in office is one of the reasons he got away with everything being this nebulous. You couldn't nail facts down and you couldn't hold him accountable for them. And Neptune is retrograded back into Pisces. So it's still frustrating, but at least it's going to station, which is a lot of power, and then it's going to start moving forward again. And at some point here, it is going to go back into Aries. And the last time Neptune went into Aries earlier this year, all kinds of stuff started coming out. So I need a new calendar. I just realized I don't, like, I'll just look at January. Oh, okay. All right. Let me see. Temperance. Wow. Major Arcana much? When it's more information about Epstein related information coming out, I got Temperance, which is it's a more sober, because once the more real information that comes out, all you have to do is read it for about 30 seconds before it is so disgusting and vile and wrong. But we have called for and protested for to get this information out there. So it's still really powerful, but it's still, the temperance is there, as in looking at things very soberly. Because the three other cards I pulled are the devil. That would be the people who hurt these young people. There's the Empress. That's the whole country seeing it. Eight of Pentacles. This is Republicans' day-to-day work. Oh, they're absolutely going to try to redact or drag their feet on certain things, or you name it. So, okie dokie. All right. Now, at 1720, what a surprise. Shocked, I tell you, shocked. NBC reports that Republicans are increasingly worried that they lack any affordability strategy as voters struggle with rising costs. You think? No. Ugh. Okay. While Trump continues to call economic pain a partisan hoax, the man thought you needed an ID to buy bread. He's in touch with the people. Not really. Well, except the women, he just feels like it. And I don't have to say allegedly. Yeah. With no real plan and growing voter anger, will this fracture the GOP's 2026 hopes, or will Trump force them to follow his denials? Lewis says, I like paying $15 for eggs, said no one. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What did I see? I've been seeing absolutely crazy prices. Like, oh, you want to get some fast food? That'll be $70. 70. It's like, you got to be kidding. I've been hearing anecdotally about farms in Texas collapsing because there's no one to harvest anything. I mean, it's just a mess. And the prices just keep climbing. I think there was someone on here the other day who said that spaghetti sauce was like a jar of spaghetti sauce was like $8. So I looked at for what it's worth, I looked at my local grocery store, and they had some, store brand or the base, like Prego, for like $3. But it used to be what, $2.50, something like that. Marianne, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It really helps the channel. Thank you. So Creative Films says 2 pizzas last night from a specialty place were $50. Oh, and I'm guessing that's pickup. It's not even delivery. Yeek. Somebody says buy the off-brand items. Oh yeah, the generic stuff. Yeah. Google user is saying that almost $1 million has been spent on FBI redacting files. Oh, I believe it. I believe that. Oh no. Neighborhood alert, house got broken into last night by 3 men? What? Wait. Hold, please. Someone else asking if there's a good buffet in the area. Oh my gosh. House got broken into last night by 3 men. That's close. Vehicle was an older Jeep Renegade, dark orange, red in color. All 3 got away. Black pants, shoes, gloves, lighter jacket with hood, black mask, gray beanie. One of the men was an older male. They were all white. Black pants, gloves, NASA puffer jacket, maybe white or shiny, grayish beanie, and brown and black shoes. Okay, you're gonna go rob a house. You're gonna be one of 3 men who break into a house and rob it. And you're gonna wear a NASA puffer jacket? The bad decisions start here and just go on for miles. Yikes. Oh my gosh. That is... I could easily walk to where that is. Ugh. Well, I hope it goes. I hope they find the people. I'm sorry. That just distracted me because it was like right there. And it was right there. Visualize 70 says the only thing worse than that is a puffer jacket with flashing Christmas lights. Exactly. Whew. Mayor says robbers are not smart people. That's true. Thank God for stupid criminals. Phyllis says stupid criminals are hilarious. Byrne says obviously not the best criminal minds. True. Anyway, Cindy says do not walk there. Oh, I have no intention. No. Okay. So, and Nettie saying breaking news, Robert in Supreme Court be heard Monday regarding limiting executive power of the president to be reversed and overturning landmark ruling on independent agencies. Oh yeah, we're going to get there. Matter of fact, that's two questions from now. All right. So sorry, I got distracted. 2340. Oh, that's kind of scary. All right, NBC reports Republicans are increasingly worried they lack any affordability strategy as voters struggle with rising costs. Just a bit. While Trump continues to call economic pain a partisan hoax, with no real plan and growing voter anger, will this fracture the GOP's 2026 hopes, or will Trump force them to follow his denials? Well, a lot of them, they're always like, well, you get a job and you won't have problems. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. There are a lot of people who have multiple jobs and who can't find any one job that can pay all of their bills, and they're struggling. So anybody saying that, get stuffed. Thank you, Acadian Proud. Neptune goes back into Aries on January 26th. It's going to remain in Aries until March of 2039. Oh, we're going to have to talk about that, but not right now. Okay. Affordability. Ouch. Ouch. Nine of Wands, feeling beaten up by MAGA policies, trying to stir things up. Illusion, delusion. They don't have a plan. They're not going to have a plan. I don't even know why there's any talk about this, because they will not have it. They will not have the concept of a plan. They don't care. And not only do they not care, it is a part of the Republican Party platform that you squeeze everybody, that you abandon everybody, that everybody should have a copy of Atlas Shrugged in their home. Yeah. Oh, I agree. Beth Bluebird said Project 2025 is their plan. Kay Coop said they do have a plan. Cruelty is the plan. Yeah. Yep. Okay. However, this is new from NBC at 26:05. Thank you so much for being here. NBC News reports that many voters who backed Trump in 2024 reportedly switched and voted Democratic in 2025, signaling potential trouble for Republicans heading into 2026. Does this shift mark a broader reckoning for MAGA politics, or is it a short-term protest vote? Well, it's not going to, the votes are going to go back Republican while prices are this high. It just, no. Thank you, Viking Girl. Love your sweater. Looks like a Nordic style sweater. Oh, thank you. True, Dragonfly, not abandoning billionaires. Mm-hmm. Grace says they have a plan. It's to thin the herd because AI will be taking many jobs and people won't be needed. Well, that's more on the Nerd Reich. So your Vance, Teal, those guys. Right now we just have MAGA, and they're just mean for the sake of being mean and racist and bigoted. Anyway, does this shift mark a broader reckoning for MAGA politics, or is it a short-term protest vote? Is there such a thing as tarot poker? I mean, I don't actually know how to play poker, and not properly, and I don't gamble, but okay, this is the card for the reading is Page of Pentacles, as in the Republican plan. You know, they're these pipsqueaks, stupid ideas. Okay, they're willing to go along with this. They've had no backbone to stand up against Trump. Okay. Then I pulled 5 cards. Chariot, High Priestess, Fool, Star, Lovers. All major arcana. I think the affordability crisis is going to be the biggest thing that moves voters. Yeah. So, yeah. Jolie says, I used to play poker with my hubby for popcorn. Oh, that's sweet. Debbie says, does that mean you want to draw 3 new cards? No, I've just got all major arcana. And says that's a royal flush. Okay, so specifically, what does it mean? This is the big issue. This is the biggest issue. Use some higher wisdom. Fool, not caring about the people. Hope, and then there's MAGA. There's the cult members right there. So there are some people that will never give up Trump, but this is massive energy. This is massive energy. And it starts with the big, showy parade float of a topic, not subtle, moving forward. This is the big deal. That's what I'm getting. Thank you, Beth. Like and subscribe. Please do. Please do. Affordability. You know, that crazy word that people have, they just made it up. So vile. Donald J. for Genius Trump is so vile. Grace says, when you have multi-generational homes because people can't afford to live on their own. I mean, I could get an apartment of my own, but it would be very small. And it's more important to me that I'm here helping my parents. But oh yeah, multi-generational home right here. Ta-da! I help them with their medical bills. I have my own space. Cats have more space to run around. It's what you do. Okie dokie. So, okay, now this I hadn't heard. So at 3140, this doesn't sound right. This question doesn't sound right. Hang on a second. That doesn't sound right at all. Thank you. All right. I'm going to skip that one because the question doesn't make sense. So should we do a little bit of gossipy types things? Just one at 30, excuse me, 3230. Because, thank you. Because NBC is reporting that Shady Pants's marriage to Usha has become a major part of his public image as allies push the narrative of a strong, quote unquote, stabilizing partnership amid concerns about his rhetoric, temperament, and rising influence inside the administration. Now, I've got big questions. Thank you. Big questions. One, Vance's rising influence inside the administration? Okay. Dave says Gail is listening and she nodded yes for gossip. Okay. Hello, Gail. Okay. Vance having a rising influence inside the administration. Okay. Yeah, right. Okay. His marriage to Usha is a strong, stabilizing partnership amid reports about his rhetoric and temperament. Mr. Charisma. Yeah, Beth. Rising influence. Does he now know how to order donuts? Ugh. Mayor says, like pond scum rises. Yeah. Yeah. And Butterfly Love Child is saying ringless Usha, that one? Yeah. Yeah. So, how much of this is genuine support versus political damage control? And there's an interesting twist on this that we should also look at. Secondly, does Usha's presence actually moderate Shady Pants? And Kathy's asking, then why did his wife take off her wedding ring? Yes. Exactly. Because this, it may just seem like it's nothing but gossip, but there are going to be political ramifications of some kind if Vance divorces his wife. Isabel says the ring was burning her. It's burning. Get it off. Get it off. Yeah. Cindy's asking, does Melania wear a wedding ring? No. I don't believe so. Correct me if I'm wrong. But so Vance. Really? He was complaining that she wasn't Christian. He was complaining, and now suddenly he's not. Well, hang on. Amy was saying part of MAGA will not be pleased. True. Part of MAGA would be pleased that if he divorced Usha, because not Lily White. Disgusting. That's true, Patty. Melania wearing a ring would cost Dumpy at least $10,000 per day, on top of the $250,000 she charges him to show up for any event. Oh, Beth says they all deserve each other. Yeah. Knight of Swords. Henry VIII much? Correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't King Henry VIII, when he divorced Catherine of Aragon, hadn't he been married to her for like 20 years? Something like that? When he went after to try to get with Anne Boleyn? Five of Pentacles. Out in the cold. Nine of Swords. Sleepless nights. This guy's such a jerk. Chariot. Oh, this is a big public thing. 10 of Wands. Burden. Ace of Pentacles. Feels like settlement. Jeez. As someone who has gone through a divorce, I would not wish it on. I would not wish the pain of a painful divorce on anyone. Let's put it that way. Cindy says, yeah, I think about 24 years. Wow. Tansy says, yes, 20 years for Henry and Catherine. 24. Thank you, Cindy. So, yeah, I'm not liking these cards. I mean, as a divorced person, I can definitely, after 5 years of being a single person again, I can see the upside of being out of a bad marriage, but they have kids. Lee B says, my divorce was happy. Good. Thank you, Solaris. So, hey. They were only talking about changing the law, that it was the boys who would inherit first, and the most importantly, they were talking about changing that when Charlotte was born. Well, no, when George was born and Charlotte was born. Somewhere around there. When William and Kate's kids were born. You've got to be kidding me. I don't trust this guy. Hello, Mrs. Gonking. I do not trust this guy. Six of Pentacles. Well, we know he was, let's just say, at the female buffet. Like Henry was at the female buffet. But this is, this feels like Vance having options when he shouldn't have options, but it feels like him having options. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. I'll try some of that. I've got 3 cards. Secrets. Just secrets. 10 of Cups. Happy family, more like party. The happy family is an illusion. It's bad. The energy I'm getting is just bad. So, wow. So, he does not, let's just say he doesn't strike me as the type who's going to suffer for a long time. Especially not what is opened up to him. I mean, for years they said that especially men who become really, really famous, that there's almost no way they're going to remain faithful to their wives because they suddenly have too many options. Wow. It almost sounds that see, but people saying that, it almost sounds like they're accepting of it. Like, oh, well, that's just the way it is. No. Vows mean nothing? Okay, whatever. Yeah. And yes, says yes, they changed the succession. Charlotte is now before Louis. I think it's Louis. Please correct me. 2013. Thank you, Acadian Proud. Thank you. Okay. So here's the next question. At 43, because this does matter. Is Usha's presence moderating? What's his name? Shady Pants. Libby, it's a rumor. I have not seen a single bit of corroborating information on that. Oh, okay. Congratulations. About to celebrate 24 years married in a few weeks before the end of the year. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you, Sharon. Louis. Okay. My parents have been married for 63 years. Yeah. Usha, are you a moderating presence for this idiot? So if he decides to walk away from your marriage, and I'm not liking this energy at all, does he just mold himself into something else? He says, oh, wow, go mom and dad. I know, right? 63. Yeah, this is not good. If you suspect your marriage is in trouble and You don't usually do personal readings, except maybe occasionally for a friend or something. And you're like, so how's my marriage? Card for the reading is the Tower. Starts out with the Moon, chaos, and the institution of marriage. Five of Pentacles, out in the cold. 10 of Wands, burden of MAGA, the MAGA beliefs, the MAGA system. And Sun, and this is unfortunately, because of these jerks, I have a card for racism. Yes, she does moderate. And as he's pushing her out, pushing her aside, it just feels like he's pushing her aside. And it's much worse in private than it looks like from the outside. That's what it feels like. Yeah, he just sinks into this extremism because it gives him power. Jolie says maybe Usha wants out. Look, I'm just picking up if somebody's poisoning the well, it's him. That's what I'm getting. Sierra Gal, hey, says apparently JD Vance admits to trouble in their marriage today. Really? Oh, dear. Hang on, close that. Go here. Vance, trouble in marriage. Well, actually, a day ago, JD Vance says his marriage with Usha is as strong as it's ever been. JD Vance brushes off speculation about his marriage. 11 hours ago, JD Vance gives bizarre response to the state of his marriage. Okay, hang on. This is the more... Oh, he says he gets a kick out of speculation that their marriage is on the rocks. Oh, God. Oh, my gosh, it's the marriage equivalent of not being able to order donuts. He gets a kick out of speculation that his marriage is crumbling. This man, he doesn't know how to human. He really doesn't. I mean, usually even like sociopaths and stuff, they can at least pretend to be human. This guy, he doesn't know how to human. Oh my gosh. Sharon says Edgar suit. Yes. Vance is wearing a brand new Edgar suit. Oh my gosh. Julia says that is so twisted. Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. No. Okay. Lou says he needs a diagnostic reset. No kidding. Hellsbell says, remember him saying her kids? Oh, yeah. Xander's Daily Tarot says they've been arguing in public twice. There we go. Mm-hmm. All right, 3 more cards and we're done with this because, oh my gosh. Well, I mean, look at the example President Dumpster Fire is giving. And now he's Mr. Vice President. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, mow down whatever is inconvenient so it looks just so. He's scum. Yeah, okay. Ugh. My brain, it hurts. Okay. Louis says she wants him to leave after seeing him run in Disneyland. Yeah, I saw the video of him, jogging over to, I forget what it was, why he was doing it. Was he helping one of his kids? It doesn't usually happen, but Yeah, it was a little odd. Cindy, truer words have never been spoken. Everyone around Trump turns into the worst person they can be. The absolute worst version of themselves. Yes. Yes. Okay. So, all right. AT&T is about, headlines just popped up. AT&T is going to end landline service in Illinois. Okay, my gosh, there's so much. I'm going to have to roll over stuff to tomorrow, I'm afraid. Okay, so I think we looked at that. Yeah, did we? Okay, we looked at that. Sorry, I'm just double checking because some things are time sensitive. All right, I've had a general question, 5130. I've had a general question. I don't read on what other readers get because I don't want to be disrespectful, especially if it's someone I know and respect. So I don't do that. But there is some talk out there in amongst the readers of whatever nature that the direction and focus of the Democrats heading into the midterms might not be good. So let's just have a look at that, because the midterms are going to be crucial. Sorry. Let's have a look. And Beth is asking if we can have a card for us. Absolutely. So going into the midterms, are Democrats, are we going to be good? It's all about the money. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. Hanged Man is the card for the reading, because I've got chaos, Ace of Pentacles, money, Two of Pentacles, shaky ground, financially shaky, Three of Pentacles. It's a plan. But in this deck, is she building that shelf or is she knocking it down? Fool. I'm guessing it's being knocked down by the Fool. It's at this point, it feels very much like Democrats just have to show up. And the number one thing is going to be about prices. It's going to be about the money. People are hurting. The prices of things are skyrocketing. They just are. The sizes of things, we've got shrinkflation going on in a huge way in this country. If you're outside the US, the things we buy, the number of ounces in a container, the size, how many are in something, is just getting smaller and smaller and smaller for the same price. So rather than raising prices, they're just doing. I've heard that even now. This I've heard. I do not know this firsthand, but apparently even in Gatorade, the inside of the bottles, the concave area at the bottom, apparently it's getting bigger, so that they can sell less product, but the bottles are roughly the same size. Mega Karen says, I'm fine. I like beans and rice. There we go. Shrinkflation, yes. So we've got shrinkflation. We have skyrocketing prices. It's not good, and that is going to be the midterm thing, because over this next year, how would it get better under these jerks? Lulu Fish's Dems have donors too. True. But it doesn't feel like it's close. Claudia says it's the economy, stupid. Yeah. So anyway, all right. That's what's there. 56 minutes in. Let's do a card for us. At 56. Cards for us. All right, let's have a look. Lee says even candy bars are shrinking while the prices soar. Double whammy. Yep. And there's a specific kind of, because I'm vegan, there's a specific kind of mini chocolate chips that I get. And they're very expensive in the first place. Now they're even more expensive. But that's the only way I have anything that's even remotely candy-ish, is to pour some of those into a little mini saucer and then put them in the microwave for 30 seconds and then throw in some, some raisins or crush up a candy cane or something and just mix it in and then just eat it with a little spoon, like the ones I use for, I have a shorter version of this for my tea and coffee. So Lewis says, can you have cocoa powder? Oh yeah. I just can't have anything that comes from an animal. Milk, eggs, cheese, meat. I try to avoid honey. Sometimes you can't get away from that. And sometimes I'll sneak it in, but Tishy says you can't both sides politics anymore. Ding, 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 ding. Only one side is shredding the Constitution. Ding, 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 ding. Amy is asking if you've ever tried the new vegan cheese. Oh, I've tried a lot of vegan cheese over the years. I've been vegan for 23 years? 22 years. And it's just not worth it anymore because it's just fat. There's no protein or fiber in vegan cheese. It's just fat, and it's expensive fat. So I just don't bother anymore. Anyway. Yes, CC Ryder, and that sounds good. Cards for us. Be very, very frugal. Be very frugal. That's right in the center. We are strong. Even with this jerk throwing all this awfulness at us, we've made it this far. You've been through a lot in your life. You have. You've been through a lot. And you've made it. You've made it this far. That's impressive. You should give yourself credit for that. But financially, yeah. This is day-to-day work, but it's also just people having multiple jobs, people trying to make more, trying to offer better things to others to try to make more money. And there's the Chariot. And the parade rolls on. But we're strong. We help each other. So, yeah. CC Ryder says, I had vegan protein to my vegan desserts to try to get some protein in there. There we go. Jana says, I gave up on being vegan after 5 years. Fair enough. Fair enough. I do not try to, I don't try to convert anybody. I really don't. I don't feel like that's what I'm here to do. So you do you. You do what's best for you. I don't have a choice. I like being vegan, but I don't have a choice. I have mitochondrial issues and I can't eat anything higher on the food chain. I get sick. So, c'est la vie. Okay, we're going to make it through this. We are. It is 1:16 p.m. Here in Chicago. At 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. You're always welcome. We're going to be productive. It's Sarah's day off, so it's just me and you. So, and this evening, 7 p.m., the link should still work to Patreon. Patreon social should be this evening at 7 p.m. And I'll let you know if the sky opens up and knocks down lines and stuff, but it should be okay. It should be okay. All right? So please remember, you're not alone. We're in this together. There are good days ahead. And you've got a community here every single day. All right? So take care. And as always, I'll see you later. Okay, 7 p.m. Central. Okay,